Hi, welcome back. Do you use an eye product? Should you use an eye product? I've discussed this before on YouTube, but not for a couple of years now, and a lot of you are new. So this is my argument. You do not need an eye product unless it offers your eyes something that your normal serums don't. So if you can take your hyaluronic acid, your ceramides, your SPF, your retinol and your vitamin C up around your eyes, why are you spending extra money on an eye product? And I'm going to talk through some of my favourite eye products and explain why they are the great value for money, why they offer a level of active ingredients that can go around the eye at a level that your eyes can cope with because your eyes are sensitive, and then also talk about some individual interesting products that do things that normal face serums can't. So the traditional idea behind an eye product was cleanse, tone, moisturise eye product. Why did we need that? Because a moisturiser was quite thick, quite occlusive, quite gunky, and if you put it around your eyes are much more absorbative. Your eyes can absorb much more product than the rest of your face because it's much finer. It has a much finer capillary network of both lymph nodes and blood vessels. Your eyes would tend to get puffy, especially if you used a night cream, which is when most people use an eye product. So back in the day, you needed a lighter version of your normal moisturiser. But now we have serums. Serums are essentially as lightweight as an eye product with all of the active ingredients, so why not put them all over your face? I know that Sally Hughes agrees with me. I know that Jennifer Rock, the founder of the Skin Nerd Network and the brilliant and really well curated Skin Ingredients range, agrees with me. That's why she doesn't have an eye product. And I think it's really interesting because I think if you're already using serums and you can use a hyaluronic acid around your eyes and you can use a ceramide lotion around your eyes, and for me, I can even use my retinol and my vitamin C around my eyes, then you don't need an eye product. If you have sensitive skin, obviously you do. If your eyes are very sensitive, you're not used to your retinol, then you're going to need an eye product because an eye product will just have less of the active ingredient. Let's talk about some of my favourite products. And let's talk about eye products that do things that other products don't, in which case they're important. Where do we start? I'm going to talk about one of my all-time favourite eye products, middle price, and that is Paula's Choice Ceramide Enriched Firming Eye, and that's because it has both retinol and vitamin C in it. And I don't know what percentage, but I imagine it's 0.3% retinol. I will always say that if it's not listed. And it's just beautifully formulated. It has so many brilliant ingredients in. So let's have a look. It's got glycerin in it. So soothing, beautiful humectant. It's got ascorbyl glucoside, which is a stable, easily tolerated form of vitamin C, which is for brightening the eyes, for pigmentation, anything like that. Also helps boost collagen production. Let's have a look. It has sodium ascorbyl phosphate, another form of vitamin C, stable form of vitamin C. It's got ceramides in it. It has a third form of stable vitamin C in it. It's loaded with tripeptides, tetrapeptides. I mean, it's just beautifully formulated. It's got squalene, it has retinol, it has a grapeseed extract in it. I mean, tick, 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 tick. I remember filming with Gothamista Renee out of New York, and this was her favourite eye product, and she introduced me to it. And I always say, look, if you want an eye product and you want a well-formulated eye product that ticks all the boxes and you have the budget, that's the one. Other people that I think do eye products very well. So here's a perfect case in point. Murad has two here. Vitamin C Dark Circle Correct for the eyes and Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. What you're getting is you're getting vitamin C and you're getting retinol, but at a level that sensitive skin around the eyes can tolerate. Obviously, both of these come in the full size for the rest of the face. Sorry, my stomach is rumbling. It's my birthday today and I'm going out for supper tonight. And I want to leave enough room for all the sushi, especially seeing it's the first time I've been to a restaurant since lockdown. That's an aside. That's what you're getting. So if you already love the Murad retinol and the Murad vitamin C, but you can't tolerate it around your eyes, buy an eye product. I can, however. Dr. Dennis Gross. Dr. Dennis Gross makes beautiful retinol ferulic products. He really does. They're really, really, really good. Some people can't tolerate it around their eyes. I can. But if you can't, then obviously you have an eye serum. So that's one example of why you would need an eye serum. Let's talk about eye products that are just great value for money, right? Because then why not use them? I'm going to start with the one that I always mention, which is the Inky List Caffeine Eye Serum. You wouldn't normally put caffeine in a face serum because it's about being anti-puffy. So caffeine essentially boosts lymphatic drainage. It sort of gives it a little bit of a superficial kick. So if you have puffy eyes, you can either use this at night to prevent them or use them in the morning to kick the puffiness back out of them. It's a great product. It's much nicer than the ordinary one. The ordinary one is a serum that's sort of sticky and a bit crystally and not very nice. This is in a milky, lightweight, hydrating base. It's great. It's a really nice product. In fact, I think the Inky List do really good eye products. Look at this. This is the Brighten Eye Cream, which has a stable form of a vitamin C derivative in it, not vitamin C itself, which can tingle around the eyes. It also has one of those lovely cooling instant applicators. And I don't know how, it must be 23 in here today, that's still cool to the touch. Chemists out there, physicians out there, no, physicians, physics professors. What do you call people that have got degrees in physics, apart from geniuses, obviously? Tell me why that still stays cool. I'm fascinated by that. Other products that I really like that are reasonably priced, here's a perfect case in point. I've mentioned this one a few times. This is Beauty Pie Pure Ceramide Eyes, which is essentially ceramides. But again, you've got a little cooling applicator. It's fun, it's nice. This one, in fact, all of those, but this one in particular is beautiful under slightly crepey eyes like mine if you want your concealer to go on more smoothly, because basically it hydrates the area before you put the concealer on. They're all brilliantly priced. Another one, this is the Hada Labo Eye and Mouth Area Cream, day and night. It's simply hyaluronic acid and a really nice boost of humectants. Lightweight, easy to use, in a sort of gel cream formulation. You're not going to break the bank. It's nothing that you won't get in the rest of the range, but it's a lovely product if you just want to dab it around the eyes, and you're not going to break the bank. Olay Pro Retinol Eye is a perfect case in point. Pro Retinol is retinol palmitate. So if you can't take a retinol around your eyes, but you want the active ingredient to eventually metabolize within your skin to become retinol, Olay do a really good job of it. And they put niacinamide in there so you can cope with it as well. Repair your barrier function. You get less dryness as well. It's a really lovely product. CeraVe. I love CeraVe. You know I do. I'm so biased towards CeraVe. CeraVe is essentially ceramides. Well, CeraVe have one here as well. So if you've got slightly dry, irritated eyes, especially at this time of year if you've got hay fever, I suffer from terribly. I'm sure one of the reasons my eyes are wrinkled and older and baggier than the rest of my face is because I have literally, since the age of 15, so bad with my eyes. It's almost like having mosquito bites around your eyes, and you rub them and it feels lovely, and then the minute you stop it's agony. And I know I shouldn't have done it, you don't need to tell me. CeraVe have a beautiful, lightweight, really easy to use eye product. So you have hyaluronic acid here, ceramides here. You don't need to spend a lot of money. If you do want a really nice, safe, low form of retinol, a little bit like the Murad one, or a little bit like the Dr. Dennis Gross one, then Beauty Pie. Use code NADINESENTME to get £50 extra boosted spend if you're thinking of signing up. No pressure, obviously. I would imagine this has 0.3% retinol in it. It might have a lower dose, I don't know, but it's listed as retinol, and it's got loads of lovely other active ingredients in it as well. So if you have a look at it, it has glycerin, it has a whole host of, this one actually has a bit of a soft focus, almost like silicone look to it as well, so it has that instant blurring effect as well. It's a really nice product. It's loaded with hyaluronic acid, and it has vitamin E. It has a form of ascorbyl palmitate, which is that stable form of vitamin C as well. And it has retinol, I don't know what level, because it's not telling you. But I bet if you ask Marcia, she'll tell you, the founder. She's completely open about all her formulations. Now let's talk about some products that are completely different to what I've mentioned here before. So I've mentioned gold standard eye products that are at a lower dose of active ingredient than your face serum, but if you can use your face serum, do. I've mentioned brilliant budget eye products, and they will all be recapped in an IGTV that's gone up this week on my Instagram. Follow me at Nadine Baggett. But what about other products? One of the products I've mentioned recently is the Filorga Optimize, and I mentioned it in a Saturday Times magazine feature as well. And that's because it's a stick that cools the minute it touches. Most people wouldn't need it, but if you're stuck on a flight, or you're hot, or you're on the beach, or you've got hay fever, or you've got puffy eyes, it's a really lovely, lightweight product. It cools and the skin stays cool for a while. You know, I mean, you could use it on pulse points. Can use it everywhere, but it's made for around the eye, and it's hydrating as well. It's not like one of those minty alcohol based things that dehydrates the skin. This hydrates the skin as well. Then I've got two other ones here. Have you seen those ads for those? And I bet you have, because the fact that you're watching this video and it mentions eyes means you're going to suffer from your eyes. And years and years and years ago, and I'll be really honest with you, and I've told people about this before, I'm not hiding this, 23 years ago, I had what's known as a subconjunctival lower blepharoplasty. It was basically an eye job, but instead of cutting under here, turn away if you're squeamish now, they do it from the inside, and it's for people, instead of having wrinkles, I had hereditary fat pads under my eyes which were continually puffy, and I was fed up with people telling me I would look, had I been crying, what's wrong, have you been up all night, have you got hay fever? I didn't. It was just hereditary. It runs in my family. My father has it, my mother has it, my sister has it, even my beautiful niece who looks like an angel, even she suffers from puffy eyes slightly. Anyway, so it runs in the family. So they went back in, they opened the back of the lower eyelid, take the fat out, and in those days they simply took it out, which is why I've got slightly hollow eyes now 23 years later. But nowadays they don't. They've learned the techniques, come on, and they reposition the fat, so they would reposition the fat into here now, so you don't get that dip there. Anyway, my eyes were absolutely fine for ages, even to my early 50s, never had to use concealer at all, which is why I'm considering having eye surgery again. Feel free to tell me whether you disagree or agree, but for me, it's very funny, isn't it, how I wouldn't have body surgery, but I feel like the eyes are the window of the soul, and when I look at my eyes, I don't think they reflect me back. I think I look tired and a little bit puffy, and I often wear concealer and things like that, and it drives me mad. I'd like not to wear concealer. Anyway, if I do it, I shall take you along on the journey. Of course I will, and I will be completely honest and open and transparent about having it. Back to this product. This is by Avon, and I know a lot of you don't like Avon because you think it's multi-level marketing. However, you don't need to sign up, go to a party. You can go online and buy this product. This is Avon Platinum Instant Eye Smoother. Now, what this is, and I know I bet you've seen those TV commercials for them, infomercials for them. It has no active ingredients in it that has any lasting effect on the skin. You simply pat it on the eye on clear skin. Sorry, hay fever, scratching my nose. You pat it on the eye on clean skin, and then it has film formers in it that tightens as it dries. They work. It will push the bags back. It then has this sort of slightly optical light reflective finish on it that will make dark circles disappear, and it will tighten and fill out lines, but it washes off. It doesn't have any long-term effect. Now, here's the thing with it. This one I think is £14, so it's well worth trying. So it's a lot cheaper than the ones that are 65 quid and you pay in payments on infomercials. Same product. It's basically almost like a sort of protein cellulose film former. And actually it's the same technology that special effects makeup artists use to create wrinkles and scars on faces, because it dries almost like to a film over the surface of the skin. Here's the thing about it. The minute you put any eye cream or makeup on top of it, you will break that film. So the minute you put hyaluronic acid, water, oil on it, it will break that film, which means that it's really hard to put makeup on top, and you can't put it on top of makeup. But for £14, if you're interested, you can try it. Look at the befores and afters on the Avon site. It's kind of clever. It really is. It's nothing new. It's not a new technology. It's been around for 20 years. Transformulas used to do one back in the day. And I remember trying them 25 years ago when they first came out. And it is incredible. And you'll have seen those infomercials. I know you will. But don't spend a lot of money on it when the technology is available for £14. Another perfect case in point. Avon also have the eye lift system. And the reason this is interesting is because, look, and what you're getting in this is you're getting peptides, you're getting hyaluronic acid, you're getting glycerine. And I just think that's a really cute little pod. And you're getting two products, one, the gel during the day, the cream at night. You need to make sure you put that on back in the right way. There's nothing there that you wouldn't get from CeraVe or the Inky List or Beauty Pie or Hada Labo. It doesn't have retinol in it or anything like that. But what you are getting is you're getting peptides and you're getting hydrators and you're getting a really nice pod. You're getting something that technically, if it wasn't Avon and was in another pot from another brand, you'd probably pay 4 or 5 times as much with. So that's why I like them. Don't have a party. Don't feel you need to sign up to anything. Just go online and buy them. Think of them as an online site. So that's what I think about eye products. I think if you can use your serums all around your eyes, you won't need an eye product. You don't need an eye product. So if you are going to buy an eye product, you buy it for one of three reasons. It has to offer something that your face product doesn't. It can be cooling, it can be firming. It has to be really reasonably priced, preferably also doing something that your face product doesn't. Little applicators. Ceramides. No, hyaluronic acid ceramides. I did that back to front. Or it has to offer the active ingredients you want at a level that your eyes can tolerate. Retinol palmitate, retinol, vitamin C, retinol, and the big queen daddy of them all, because that has retinol, 3 forms of vitamin C at a stable form, niacinamide, glycerin, humectants. I mean, she knows how to formulate a product. But they are going to cost more money, obviously, because they come from the brands that make great face products. I hope that helps. Do you need an eye product? No. Are you going to buy one? You can save money and get some great ones. Or you can stick with the brands you know and love that make great face products and have a safer option for sensitive eyes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. What are your favourite eye products? I'll tell you what I have left off here, but that I could easily review again. I do think those micro needle eye masks and the eye masks that temporarily hydrate the area are worth buying. I'm not a sheet mask fan generally, unless I fly or I've been unwell. I just think there's a lot of kind of ecological waste, and the effects are so transient and they cost a lot of money. You might as well just use a hyaluronic acid serum. But I do think specific eye products where you lock the hyaluronic acid and the glycerin and the humectants on the skin do work temporarily. And I do think those little micro patches, like the Vichy ones, they definitely work, but they're expensive. And the effects are only going to be transient. You're going to get just as much from using one of these products, I promise. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Should I have my eyes done? Answers below.